computer. Don't need this. Okay, I don't need that. So John, we're going to add a new page. Now, when you add a new page to your website, you got to make sure you don't click on new. You hover over it and click on new page. Because remember, if you click on new, it's going to give you a new post. And we
Right.
don't want posts, we want a page. So you got to make sure you click on new page right here. Now I'm clicking on a new page, and this is a blank page on your website. So see, I'm on 4r42.com. Now
Mhm.
this is just a blank. Now we're going to go to headlines and ads training. And for this purpose, we're looking for the fun page for the Fund Saver Network. So if I come down here, I know that he has two folders because I watched him create a new one again today. So under FSN marketing, this one, he put the, what did he put in here? Well, let's take a look real quick. Oh, this is the marketing video. HTML code for video. So this is where you can get the code that you need for that video on your savings. Let me fix your savings. So I'll show you how to use this real quick before I add that page. All right, so right here, I double click this open. And this is the code you need. It starts with this lesser than sign and ends with this greater than sign, or however you read those. Anyway, so I control C this. Now I'm on your website, so I can right click in a new tab because I don't want to lose this blank. I already started it. I haven't really started it yet, but open it, your website in a new tab right here. And now I got to go to that tab that it's opening right here. And I'm going to go to /. I know it's under the travel or under sports, so we can do it either way. I could type it in savings and get to it, or I can go down here to, I think we saw it in sports. And it was savings and benefits. How, I think this was it. Yeah. Okay, so this is it. If I click on this right here, and I want to change this video, all I have to do is, and you've already changed all your links on here. Now we're going to click on edit page. And we're going to go inside this HTML block because it is HTML code that you're doing. Now here's, instead of doing what you were doing, which would be to try and highlight all of this, what I do is I just click inside this box and make sure it's active. HTML, it shows right here, active. Now I'm holding the control and I'm typing the letter A and it selects everything. That way I didn't have to sit there and try and drag my mouse across it. Okay,
Mhm.
now I could just right click. I don't have to I could backspace right now or click delete and get rid of all that. But I can also, um, I just clicked on Control Z, which is undo. Right here is undo also. All right, so if I click in there and do Control A, and I can paste right over because it's selected, it will remove it. So you don't have to really get rid of it. You can just, as long as you know it's all selected. Now I can do Control V, and now we have the new video on here. All I have to do is save this. Okay, so it's saving. And now when we look at your page, we no longer have that wrong video on here. We now have the correct video. And this is what he had us do this morning. It's not, it's just this little thing, placeholder. So everybody has the same code. And when he updates the video, it'll automatically come here. All right. So actually, yeah, let's don't, since he doesn't have the right video on there yet, I'll have to go through my page and change it over. But anyway, that's how this page now has the correct code on it. Once the video is updated, it'll just automatically appear here. And all of those pages that we saw that other Savings Highway Global video on is going to be needing to be updated with that code. So
Okay.
that's how you would do that. At any rate, let me just digress here and go back to where I was here. So this is me, my website, fun. And we're going to add this page to your website. So this is where you got the code. It was out in this folder here. I'm going to close it. I don't need it. Right here, I'll close that. And right here, he said Monday before that's going to be ready. FSN marketing video. So, and then the code for the video. But we need to be in headlines and ads training. And then we're going to go to the other one, the FSN. What did he label it as? FSN transition.
Marketing. A transition.
Yeah, transition. This is where the code is. You're not going to really need this because I'm getting ready to do it for you. But
Okay.
anyway, I'm going to double click this open. And this is how you would do it if you come to a thing where Rory is saying, okay, add this page to your website. This is how you do it. And that's what I really want you to understand how to do. So I'm going to double click this document, open, and now we have it. All right. So this is all we need. Fun shopping deals are here. All right. So fun shopping deals here. That's going to be the title. Copy that.
Mm-hmm.
Come back to your new page, which is right here, add a page. I'll put it next to it so I don't have to go too far looking for it. And right here in the title, I paste that in there. All right. Now I happen to remember, because I just did this on my website, that the keyword is fun. Okay. So problem with fun as a keyword, it has to be capitalized in order to qualify. If you capitalize it in the Fun Saver Network and fun are the two keywords that he has on here on this page. So I go back to your page, I click on the rank math thing right here, and I type in, I'm not going to capitalize it, I'm going to just put fun. All right, and then I'm going to put Fun Saver Network. Okay, now you got these two in there. Now I'm going to add the meta, and I need to add the permalink, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then go back to the document, grab the meta, which is right here. We have found the best ways, uh,
Mm-hmm.
fund saving network program. And I go back to your page and I paste this in right here. All right, now that's done. And there's really no save on this, but if you look over here, it's the preview of what it is. So that's done. Now, here's an important step. That's why this video may have use for you someday in the future when you're trying to add a page and I don't have time to show you how we did it. So we got all this part done. All we need is the code for the actual website or web page. So what I need to do here is click on the code editor right here. I just thought of something else. Okay. So it's going to have Rory's links on here. So watch how I can do this very simply. Go to code editor on this one. And over here on his document, he has his code from here.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start here all the way to the bottom.
Over
And
to the bottom.
I have a way to do this all at once. If I put my cursor here and I hold down my control and my shift and I type the key that says end on my keyboard, end, E-N-D. It'll go from that where that cursor is to the end of the document. All right. So now you see, if I scroll back up, it's all highlighted
Oh, highlighted.
back to where I started.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I don't have to try and drag my mouse all that way down, but I don't want all this part of my code. All right, so now I copy it by typing Control C. If I were to right click out here, it shows you I could click copy right here, but it also shows the command for copy is Control C. So I use Control C. At any rate, The more you do this, the easier it's going to get. But now I have all that code on my clipboard. All right, now I have a little editing program that I use, but you don't need to use that. You can use Google Docs to do this. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to open a new tab. I'm on my right profile that I'm using for this. Click here, click on Drive. And I have one here that I just call, probably I have it under Instructor. It's just a blank. So I'm looking for one that just says, it can make a fresh blank as well. Doesn't really matter. No, I didn't put it there. I probably put it under, oops, students. Or maybe I put it right here in the top level. AA, that could be it. Let's see, maybe not. Yeah, because I named it that, so it would be the top of the list. Oh, that's a password that I saved. AA Advantage. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you.
American Airlines. It's American
Anyway.
Airlines Advantage.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's my password to my ad. I use, in fact, I'm going on American because I get the points or whatever they call it.
Miles.
Miles, yeah.
How much was your ticket from California to Orlando?
Round trip, it cost me, well, I paid for some insurance too, which was an extra $20, but it's like 350 total.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Not too bad, no. But it's 350 for my room. I'm not sharing a room. If you were going, I would see if I could split that room. I'm not
Yeah.
sharing a room with a female for sure. So, my buddy that I was sharing rooms with got married, and she's actually Rory's cousin that he married. And so now he said, well, Greg, you're going to have to find a new roommate because I'm going to be taking her with me. So anyway, but whatever. It cuts it down almost to 50% when you share
Right.
the room. You get two queens, and a couple guys. It wasn't any big deal for us. We figured it out.
Yeah,
In
two
fact,
guys is no big deal.
I didn't even know. Yeah, really, I didn't even know Chris before we shared a room together, and that's how I met him. Be honest with you. So I'm not going to really worry about what I'm doing here. I'm just going to go to my high level. I'm on my high level. I just click on new and click on a new document right here. Now, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to name this zero blank, oops, control A, because I don't want that untitled document in there. So see it's highlighted. Once I highlight and I start typing, it removes everything. Zero, and then I'm going to put blank. All right, and the reason is I need a blank document in order to do what I'm getting ready to do here. So I still have that on my clipboard. I right click and paste it, do Control V. See, it's right here, or I
Mm-hmm.
can paste here. All right, now I have that on there. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. I do Control F right here, and then I have to click on these three dots under Control F. So his is Rory 3 right here. We need to change this Rory 3 for contact us to 2R42. Not the .com, the contact us, the HTTP, all that stuff is right. It's just this that's wrong. So what I want to do is find. So I click on these three dots in this find. I don't know if you caught what I did. I clicked on, I held down my control key and I typed the letter F for find, and it gives me this. Then I click these three dots in the find feature, and right here, what I want to do is, I don't need to click
Some
any.
number and change it with a new one.
Yeah. So we're going to find Rory 3. Got to make sure you know what you're
Yeah.
looking for. RORY 3. And we're going to replace it with
R 4R42.
2R42, isn't it?
It's 4R42, isn't it?
Is it 4R42?
I don't know. I got to go look now.
Well, let's look. I have it open right here. Look, this new page that I'm creating right here, add page,
442.
4R42.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to make sure that we do that correctly. 4R42.
42.
All right. So now, these things here, I don't really think we need to worry about that because it's just ignore discount, regular expressions, match K. We don't need to worry about any of that. We want to do Rory3 no .com with 4R42. Now replace all.
Right.
Okay, so now look what happened on the code over here. We can close this for now. I'm going to use it again. So here it is. Remember, we just showed. Now we took care of all your contact links that
Right.
are on the bottom of the page. All right. But now what we want to do is find the links that go to his FSN, which is his number. And we need to put your number there. All right. So what we got to do here is keep going up. I'll find it eventually here. Funsaver Network 1042 10426
And
is his
10646.
right. So what we'll do is same thing. I'm going to copy this and then I'm going to do Control F again. Click the three dots right here. And now I'm going to find Control V. And instead, I'm going to type in
646.
10646. So
Mhm.
you have a pretty easy number. Now I just click on Replace All.
Right.
Now, by doing what I just did, I don't have to go through and change all those links. They're already changed when we make this page. You see what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's why I do it that way. All right. And then it just, we can check them and make sure. But
You have to put the meta and
the
the
good
title
thing
on the
about doing
top.
it the way I just did it, John,
Yeah.
is it makes sure we didn't miss one because the
Right.
computer did it. You know what I mean? This
Yep.
is what computers are really good at.
You,
You
can
know,
you have to put the meta and
yeah, that stuff you have to do manually. What I already
yeah.
did. So now I'm doing this just the code for the page itself.
I need a
Control.
title and
Now I need to copy all of this that we've modified. Control A and Control C. Okay, so now I have that on my clipboard. Now I'm going to your new page, add
right.
page right here. And remember, I already changed it to code editor. Don't forget that. It's
Right.
in, see the check mark is, it won't work if you don't put it in code editor. All right,
Right.
so now I paste all that code in here, Control V. And this is why I said, hey, listen, I got enough time. I might as well just do this for you. That way you'll have this page to advertise. This should
Right.
have the correct videos on for now anyway.
That's what I want to do. I want to
Yeah,
advertise.
that's what you want to do. So, and I haven't modified the content on this page either, and I'm sharing it, trust me. So, but I share the page to my website, not this page on your website or Rory's website, and I make sure that the links on my website are correct. So now I click on Exit Code Editor, and I'm going to go ahead and publish because this is a one-time thing. This will turn into the save button after we do this. All right, so we click on Publish because well, you got to click it twice. And now your page is on the internet as soon as it finishes loading. And here's the link to it. That's the permalink. View page, you can click right here. And there it is. Fun shopping deals are here. And there's the first
Right.
video. And that's what you want. So
Yeah.
this is, are you tired of paying, all that business?
Are you like everyone else? Tired of having to pay?
He doesn't like that video. That's why he's getting rid of it. But it's not ready yet anyway, so
Yeah.
whatever. He tried to get Tom to just make a thing that a 3-second video that said check back soon. This video is coming soon or something like that. And it didn't work. So he just put it there because the code is right. So all we have to really do is put that code that I put on your savings and benefits page, and it'll be right. When he gets the video loaded, it'll work. So anyway, but you need to go to all those pages that we saw, that Savings Highway Global page. And if you don't get to that before Tuesday, maybe we'll do that together. But anyway, here's the one. Now you're set. And so you don't really need to watch this again with me.
I'm gonna put it up in an ad.
Yeah, you would have put this
Go to
page
this
up on an
page.
ad. So, but here's what I'm looking at. Here's the first link. Oh, okay. Here's the problem.
We have to modify this. They didn't have desert
Yeah,
cactus
we
collards
do
on
want to
it.
modify this page as soon as possible. Here's the problem. You see this? This is a broken image. So it didn't copy over correctly. So what I have done is I went to his page, rory3.com/fun, and I right clicked on his image and then I saved it onto my drive. Do you know how to do that? Save an image? You
I
click on,
haven't done it, but I can figure it out.
all right, well, you know what? I don't need you to figure it out because we're recording this. I'll show you exactly how I fix this. When you see this means it's an image. That's a broken image link right there. That's showing. Fun is the alt tag that's on the image. All right. So when you see that little icon, that means that there should be a picture there and it's not showing up. So here's what I do. I go to Rory 3 that has the image on it. Fun. Right here. Okay. Now, this part, you're going to need to navigate to your computer. I save my stuff on my OneDrive. So when I right click on this image right here, it gives me the ability to save it. Watch. I click on it, hover over the image and right click. It gives me all these different options. And one is save image as, right here. Okay.
Right,
Then when I click on that, it gives me this dialog that tells me where do I want to save it. Well, I've already saved it into my folder under PBS, Documents PBS. It's in 2V97. Yours is probably before R42 when you create that folder. And then I created a folder inside a 2V97 called FSN, and here it is. So that's the image that I'm going to add to your website. I don't need to save it again. I just wanted to show you how to do it. All
right,
right. But you got to know where you're putting it. So when you go to add it to your website, you can find it. All right. So I'll cancel that for now. I don't need to save it again. I've already got it saved. All right. Now I go back to your page. Now it comes up as fun because that's the page, right? Fun.
mhm,
Oh no, this is my website. Um, we don't want that. I can close that off for now. Fun is your page. 4R42. So you always look at the address, make sure you're at the right place. So we're fixing this image right here. There's another one down at the bottom we need to add. Um, so I got to go to edit page. Now watch what happens. So when you do this, you're going to be adding your image to your
right,
gallery. So when you click on this right now, and it knows something's supposed to be
right,
there and it knows it should look like that, but it's wrong. So you need to replace, and you'll replace with upload. All right. So when you click on upload, it'll bring up this dialog and then you'll click that image. Well, you'll have to navigate because you most
right,
likely won't be there, but you got to get back to where that image is. It's there because I just did it. That's why it
right,
automatically went there. All right. So I'm going to cancel this for now. And then you just click your image and then you click on open and it'll put it in here. But more importantly, you may not have looked at this yet, but when you look at your open media library, see, I'll have it. See, I could drop the file here. If I had it open on my thing, which I do, on my file explorer, I could just click on it and drop it in here and it would add it to my media library. And see these two tabs? So this is your media library, everything that's in there.
right.
All right. So actually, it's not going to be there yet because I forgot. I have it on my website, but not on yours. So watch what happens. I will go back to upload files. You know what? I'm going to start over. So I'll pretend that I'm
I'm
you.
mixed up already. It doesn't matter. I have to
It's
watch this
it's more than
video.
one. You're confused already, right?
Yeah,
So let me just click on upload from here.
I'll watch the video and I'll figure it all out, but I have to,
Yeah. So I click on upload. It brings up this dialog. Let's say I was in, a higher level. I would have to be able to double click open that folder and then go to my FSN folder. It's FSN right here. And then the image is here. Okay. So now I click on it and then it opens it. Okay, but I click on open, but what it does is it adds it. All right. So now we have it there like it's supposed to be. But
Mhm.
we want to put the keyword here. All right. And then the keyword is fun and it's the alternate text. All right. So it should have been there, but it isn't. At any rate, now we're going to have to add the link. All right. So the really good thing is that once you understand what you're doing here, it's very simple. We already have the correct link right here in this right here. So when I click on it, it shows me 10646 is
Right,
the right link. So all I had to do is click on this little double thing, and then when you hover over it, it shows you copy link
right.
right there. Now I can click on the image, click on this link symbol, paste it in there,
And
and then I have to click on the down arrow button
save.
on an image to open it
Correct.
in a new tab. It's already set to open in a new tab. And click on this bent arrow
Right.
and click on save. Now watch what happens. Let's go and look at your web page again. So we view page here or view page here. This one disappears if you wait. So, but if you don't see this come up, it didn't finish saving. So I usually click that, but I'll click it. It's this one stays there as long as you don't make any more modifications. So we're all good now. And look, now there's your image.
Right
It's a
there.
little big, so we'll fix
All
that
right.
too. Here's your link right here. Um, Rory was saying that no, this is not a heading. Okay, so this is good. You click here, and when it opens in a new tab and it brings them to this page with John's information, we know that's
Mhm.
all correct. We click the image, and it takes us to the same place. It's John's information, and
Mhm.
that's working. And you saw how I did that. I just copied the link. I didn't have to go look for the link, it was already
Right,
there.
right.
And so I just wanted to show you that little shortcut. So this is a little big. So I made it 250 when I resized the one that Rory had. It was 800. And there is a reason I do that. I explained this on study hall the other day, but you weren't there. So let me just go through it real quick. Edit page. And the reason I do this, the reason I resize it before I add it to the web page is because a smaller image will load quicker than a larger
Right.
image. WordPress can resize, and that's if you drag these, it'll resize it. So rather than do that, right now the width on this is 290 and I want it to be 250. I meant to make it 250 and I didn't. So I made it 290. I must have had a typo when I did it. So now all I got to do is type, I can change it right here, the width, aspect ratio. Okay, so and the width is 250. I save it. And it's just a little bit smaller, not a lot, but when you look at your page, you'll see view page, and you'll see it is just not using up quite so much of that screen space. So a little bit more room here for all this stuff to.
Right.
And one thing I like to do on a link like this, because they may not realize this is a link. So what I'll do is I'll show you my technique for fixing that. If I go here and click on edit page, and I come to this link right here, and then I highlight it. So I'm holding my shift rather than drag my mouse, holding the shift, and I'm typing the left arrow key. So I can get a precision selection by doing this. See, if I do a right arrow key, I can go to the right. If I want to do left arrow key, I can go all the way over here to the last letter of the link. And now, look, it says that it's supposed to be bold, but it doesn't bold. And the reason is because of the styling. All right, so I want it to be bold and it's not showing bold. So what I'm gonna do is save that again and go and look at it. So we're overriding the styling on the website is what we're doing. Let's take a look at it. It should be normal now. Uh, yeah, this is the way it looks. Now I want it to be bold. So oftentimes what I'll do is I'll show you what I do here. Edit page and go to that link right here. Okay, so I'm going to highlight or hold shift and highlight the whole thing. And now I'm going to click the italicize and the bold. And while it's still like that, highlighted, I'm going to click save over here. Now, this is not changing the link where it's going or anything. This is changing the view of what the link looks like on your page. So I want it to stand out. When somebody goes here, and I want them to realize, hey, this is a link. So see, now it's bolded and it's in italicized. So once they hover over it, oh, look, that must be a link. That's called an emphasis. Bolding and italicizing things are to emphasize something. And you could change the color on this as well, if you wanted to. You could go here, edit page, and what you do is you go back under that link, highlight what you want right here. Now I'm dragging my mouse this time. Do that, and under these three dots right here, under this, wait a minute. Okay, it's not that, it's this down arrow. Down arrow button, highlight, and you have two options here. You could change the background. So let's say we wanted to change it and make it look like this, and we wanted to put the text white, like that. Okay, now watch what happens when we go back to your web page. And you can change this to something different if you like something different, or you can put it back the way it was or whatever. These are the type of things you individually figure out what you like. But watch what we look at. I just wanted to show you that this is another option. So now enroll here, activation link, go here.
Right. Highlights.
Highlights it. So that's why it's called highlight. Right? So you could put it in yellow like a highlight marker, or you could, I would leave it, if I put a yellow highlight marker, I would leave black text. But since I put a purple background on it, I would want a white text. Otherwise, it won't. You want it to, contrast is important.
Right.
So people,
Right.
Anyway, I showed you all that. So just FYI, I'll leave it like that. It's nothing wrong with that.
No.
You can start using, you do want people to, I think the video probably says at the end, click the link below this video and get started. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. It's jumping right out and it's on the image as well. Now we have another broken image down here. So let's fix that. All right. Now I'll show you. It's here somewhere because I had to fix mine. So I know it is. All right. Where is it? No, maybe not. So yeah, this is a link, but we know we changed them all before we even pasted the code on there on your website. So I don't have to wonder, are they good or not? But I'm hovering over it and I see,
Yes,
104.
good numbers. I like it.
10646. So that was a good bit of information for teaching you how to get quicker at things. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have students, John. One of the things we do is go through when they sign up for Villa Vita and change all their Villa Vita pages to their link, not my
Right.
link, or Rory's link. So you can do it that way much quicker than it would be to go through each page one by one, but you still need to know how to do it one by one. You know what I'm saying? So it
Right.
wasn't a waste of time. But it is a way to do it, that you can use that. So I really don't see any more image links here. So, and the thing is, I don't think there is another image now that I think about it, because when I look at my folder, my FSN folder, it says, by the way, you can add shortcuts to your file explorer. So I have one that goes right here to my PBS, and then it's in 2V97 because I have all these other things that collected over the years. So this is like my most recent thing that I'm using, and then FSN, and there's only one image in here. So I must have only had one image. You know what I'm saying? I know what I was thinking. I had the same issue when I copied over the charity
Right.
auction page. It has two, and it was the same deal. So I had to go to his website, go to charity auction. Here's Rory 3, and we'll do it. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So when I went to charity, here's another thing that you might want to understand. I don't have to type out charity auction. As long as he doesn't have a slug that starts with the word charity, it'll go to the right page if I just type the first word, CHAR. Well, it's in my cache because I've been there so many times. But anyway, the memes we get will probably only say charity on them. And as long as we have only one page that has the word charity for a slug or a permalink, whatever you want to call it, we use the term slug for that as well.
Right.
So
Fine.
anyway, this was it. That's why it kind of looks similar to the other image. And then when I came down here, there was another one that was broken. This one, yeah, it was these two images. Those are the two. So if I go to charity, watch when I go back. Here's how I have it organized. I'll show you. I go back up a level to my 2V97 and I look for one that says charity auction and I double click this folder open and here's those two images. This is the one I resized. So his started out as 800 by 533 and I resized it down to 250 by 166. Okay. So that's just a little bit of information, but the way you can do that is you could just right click on this. I might have showed you this before, but we're making a recording. And open with, and then select paint. Whatever this list is, you're looking for paint. And then you're going to click on this little symbol right here. And when you hover over, it says resize. So you click on that. And then you click on pixels, and it shows you it's 800. And you'll go ahead and change this to 200. Gotta take it all out of there, backspace, change it to 250. And now it's 250 by 166. And when you click OK, now you save this. Now, if I were to click File Save, it'll overwrite what I have there. But I could click, which is what I did, File Save As, if I wanted to keep one copy of the original. Of course, you got to know what type of a format it was before you do that. Long story short is these are the type, I'm going to close it because I don't really want to save it. I've already got it. I don't need to save it. But yeah, I don't want that. Sorry. They're like, do you really want to leave without saving that? And so it won't really doesn't want me to leave. So I tried to say close. Interesting. Okay. I can click on, no, don't save. Cancel this. I could just do file save as, and it is a JPEG, or was it a ping image? No, it was a ping image. Whatever. Getting lost here. Don't save. All right, that's all I need because I already have it here. That's why.
Yeah.
I could have it is a JPEG or it's a ping image. See, PNG,
Right.
type PNG. This one's a JPEG. See, type JPG.
Right.
Okay, so you do need to know what file type it is in order to use that feature. But anyway, I saved this copy. This one I just overwrote the image that I already had because I figured, well, if I really need one that's 800, I'll just go to his website and get it off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really need two copies of this. In fact, this older one, the 800 or the 800 one here, I could just delete it. I don't really need that. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. So that's why I had two images in my head. But bottom line is now we don't need this. This is my blank. Remember I named this document _blank. So I'm going to leave it blank. So I need to backspace everything off of here. And then when I close it, next time I open this up to use it for that purpose, it will be in my drive right here, which I'm going to refresh my drive so that it shows up. And here it's after folders, so documents come out, and here it is the very beginning. And that's why I put a 0 in the beginning, a 0 right there, 00 blank. So next time I show somebody how to do this, I'll just open this document and say, okay, now I'm going to paste the code here, and then I do Control F and show them how to use the 3 dots and how to find and replace, and that's very simple. So it really is simple. It's not difficult, but you got to understand what you're doing. Somebody got to show you how to do it. That's the biggest crux of the matter, right? So you don't know what you don't know. I guess that's part of what we're talking about here.
Right.
At any rate,
Well, let's continue. Can we continue on Tuesday morning? Because I have to eat something.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm done.
Okay.
But you do have this fun page on your website now. Okay.
Right. So I'm going to look at it now, and I'm going to write an ad, and I'm going to start posting it.
I'm going to log out of your website because I don't need to be in there anymore and close that off. and I'll
Okay.
say goodbye. And 8:30 Tuesday morning. Okay,
8:30
I'm going to put it on my calendar right now. You're more than welcome. There's just so much, John. I hate to try and overwhelm people with
I
so
know.
much, but I got, I think you were ready. I think you're ready for what we went through today. I really
Yeah.
do. So
Well,
it
yeah,
was.
once I get to the right screens, I know what I'm doing.
I
So
know you do.
I have some computer literacy, thank goodness. I feel sorry for people don't have any knowledge of computers or
Well,
have
and
it
that's why, I mean, I didn't really butt in and say, oh, type Control A to select all and to
Yeah,
Control V to paste, which would have been quicker than having you, drag your mouse across and erase and
right.
then paste it with right click paste. It's just quicker to do it that way that I just showed you. At any rate, long story short is
Okay.
I'm gonna
You're gonna
stop.
send me this video too, right?
Yeah, it'll take
Okay.
an hour or two before I
Well,
have it ready.
whenever. I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna look at it next
I'll
hour.
put the link in the WhatsApp chat.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, so
Okay.
I'll stop
And we'll
my
talk
share.
on Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we'll talk Tuesday morning. You'll
Okay.
write down if you come across any questions.